Hi, so we're currently reading the last lecture in the South Pole of the Moon book club, and we're going to be reading it until June 6th. June 6th is the day we plan on about finishing this book. This is a really easy book, and you can read it in 1 or 2 days if you wanted to, but we're going to take our time with it since we want to discuss it. And while reading the first few chapters, I realized that this book was a lot about how he came up with the last lecture and the struggles he had with his wife and stuff before he gave his last lecture. So my questions to you were about preparing for what advice you would give if you were going to die. So if you were going to die, what advice would you leave those who remain on this earth? Another interesting point I want to discuss is on page 4 of the last lecture, and on page 4 and 5 there's a interesting quote that I just wanted to read. It says, "But I want all of you. Any time you'll spend working on this lecture is lost time because it's time away from the kids and from me." So on top of discussing what you would say if you had to give a last lecture, discuss what would you do with your time. You only had a few months left to live. You'd want to pack as much living potential in those few months as possible. And this guy's over here preparing a lecture, something that seems a bit boring by most people's standards. Whether you've read the first 3 sections of the book or not, you could answer these questions down below. So yeah, that's about it. I'm Jamie here, 1187. Peace out.